In this video, I will go through how exactly we make this infinity carousel with reviews. You can also use this with logos. You could use this with cases if you want. But I'll basically go through how we create this effect and this section with WordPress, Elementor, and also Block. So follow along. This is exactly what we made on our own agency website, but we have a client, for example, where we want to have it inside of here. So basically, I'm going to show you this on an active site to see how do we actually do this stuff. So if you go in and open it up, you can see a lot of other developers are using a different method where they basically, if I just unpublish this version, make it non-responsive here, we can see this one doesn't look as great because we have like too much space here. But basically, I just want to show you guys how we can create these a little bit better. So what we're gonna create right away is we're gonna go inside of the backend, and then we have to go inside of Jet Engine and make sure we have some post types. And post types, we have reviews. This is already created. Add new, add reviews. That's fine. Inside of the reviews, it should look like this. We have name. And then we have the review. It could be like the comment here. You can also type comment. So this is like the text field, the long review, the company name and the photo. So the company name is also text and the photo here is a media. All right. And then we just click update. But if we want with this, of course, is Jet Engine with Blocks. And if you don't know where to get this, it is this system. There is a link for the software in the description as well. We use this for a bunch of our clients as well in our agency. All right, so if we want to have it in a little bit of different way, because out here we see we have this pin, maybe we want a different pin than that one, then we will go to the top, we'll just close all of these down. I actually believe it is on label all the way down here. Oh, sorry, it's advanced. This is the name, you see it's called reviews. But we want this one to maybe have a different section. So because this is reviews, we will give him this icon instead and click publish. Then if we refresh this site, we can see it changed, all right? And if you click on it, we see we have already added a bunch. But so if you go in and you add a new post, because these are posts, you can click edit. And inside of here, we have, of course, the SEO tool, but if you scroll down, you see we have the company name. If you want to give some company name information, we have the review. This here, you see this is a text. We actually do not want to have a text like this. So to make sure it's not like that, then we'll go inside of this Jet Engine again, post. We will click on the reviews one more time, and then we will find the review. And inside of here, we see we have text, but we actually want this text area, either text area or this one. I like this one better in general. So we'll just click on that one and we'll update it. And then we see that we actually have this version, because here I can make something bold. I can upload an image if I want that. I have so much space, and I can also write code if I want. So I just click save. That's great. Now we have uploaded a bunch of our cases, but we want to style them as well. So the next step would be that we have to go inside of Jet Engine, and then we have to click on, let's see here, listings. And inside here, we have no one, so we'll create a new listing. This listing here is a post, of course, and this post should be on the reviews, all right? It should take the information from the reviews, and I will also call this review, and also social proof. And we will use Elementor, of course. Open it up. That's great. So now we have a blank canvas. First of all, we would like to create a new section. Doesn't really matter. And I'll just make some space up here so I know what we're working with. And then I would like to just give it some kind of color, also so we can see some stuff, just a little bit. Inside of here, we want some informations. It should be full width. So we actually want to have this full width. And this one should be something like, let's see, we want the borders to be round. So I'll probably add something like 12 in the border radius. Then I will also go ahead and we need to have an image. If we go inside of the real one, we have an image and we have the name and the company name. So I will go inside of here. This is inside of a section because this top here is a section. So inside of here, we have our image. That's great. And the image will just pick it from the custom image, and we'll find the one we have. Here it is, photo from reviews. And you see it comes in. Then we want it to be all the way to the left. So next step would be we actually create a new container, and then we make sure this outer container is actually row to the right, and everything should be centered and to the left as well. And here we want to give it a title, actually 2 titles, where this top one is the H2 and this one is the H3, because this is the name of the person, this is the company, all right, for the review. And this one we can call whatever, but I'm just going to delete the information for now, and we will scroll down to this custom field here. We'll pick first name, and again here, delete. I'll actually scroll down. Custom field, we'll find company name. That's great. And then I also like to remove, there's usually some padding on default, so I'll actually click on this section here, and I will just type 0 to have 0 padding. And then we have this section. But let's just update it really quick so we can get information inside of these boxes before we even do anything. So let us just update. I think we can get some of the information. This is with the red logo, of course. Let's take a look. It is around this one here. That is the one we are getting. And we click on these settings, and we want, after clicking on this one, we want to pick posts and reviews. That's fine. It should actually take the data, but for some reason it's not taking it. Let's take a look here. First name. It is because it was from the wrong section here. It's actually from reviews top here. So we pick name, and here it's working. We want company again. There's no company in this scenario, and then we can either pick a global color. Normally we'll go with this one. Probably make it a little bit smaller, like 16, and the company name a little bit bigger, because in this case the company name is more important. And there's a lot of spacing here already. So what we will do is we will go inside of here, and we pick 10 in the padding instead, and basically just let it be like this. All right, I'll just save it for now. So now we have this container. We actually want another container. So we want a container beneath this with the text information, duplicate it. And actually I want to remove the image. I also underneath here, I want to add the Google reviews, all right? The Google review image. I'll just do that really quick. So actually, instead of using this picture, we just have these stars we will use in this case. You can also use Trustpilot stars, an image, something like that. But now we just use these 5 stars with this font. Beneath here, of course, we have the bread text. So I want to delete this section here, and then I want to add this bread text. So, and this is the title. We do not want a title here. We want to have text editor, and inside of the editor we want to pick the global font, of course, and then we pick dynamic tags, scroll down, custom fields, we go inside of this review, and here we should have some text coming up. Great. And then we want again minus this padding to make sure everything is smooth and right. And maybe we think there might be a little bit too much text here. So what we can do is we can click on advanced. We go inside of custom, come in here, and we copy this selector, hide, overflow. You can also copy this code from the website down in the description in the performance hub. So take a look there. We'll copy this. That means everything under this height, it will not be shown. So if we will show, I'll show an exact example. Here we can see text are not shown, but I want people to just see a preview and then click on it if they want to see more, basically. All right. So that's what we've done here. Now it's almost finished. We just like to style the last part, but we just want to remove this top here. That's great. And then of course, let's just go in here, make sure everything is smooth when it comes to mobile. This one should also be fine with this border radius fine. We'll publish it. And then we will try to add them inside of the carousel. So if we go to the, let's remove this one, we'll create a new one. This one is in the section, and here we want the listing grid. Listing grid you can get when you have Jet Engine. All right. In here we will type review, social proof. That is one we picked. Then we get them like this. I'll just delete the other one. So now we have them like this, but we want them to be actually going around in a carousel. So we can scroll down on the slider and enable the slider. That's fine. Now we have all of these things we need to clean up. So show arrows, no thank you. And now we need some specific stats here. And the stats you need is autoplay 0. Then we need to have off, off, and then on, and then off, off, on. And then this one should be 700. Oh, sorry, 7,000. And then they go a little bit like this, but we actually still need to copy some stuff. So let me just find this script over here. Actually, we like to copy this. You can also find it on our website, down linked in the description. And we will just click save. And then we will refresh this. And let's see, it should go automatically now. Maybe we need to change about how many it shows. Let's see here. We're showing right now 3. We might want to show 4 instead. But you see now it's not stopping, it's just going. And we have these nice corners with a fade of white. If you don't have a white background, you can of course go inside of the advanced, custom, all over at the bottom. You see here, this section here and this section here is about the color, where you can change the color by having this white. Add a color here, could be black, could be a color code, hex code. And then you will change the blur and on the fade on each. And when we go down, you see actually here, might look a little bit funny right now, but when you load it in, it looks still fine. So basically, if you just save this and we will go inside of here, you can see it works. Let's right click and see how does this look on mobile. All right, we have it here. Now we have already like 3 in a row like this, but we actually want to have less, right? So we want to have it so we have maybe 2 in a row, so it's easier to read. On mobile, maybe 1. And then I just update this, and here we go. So now we have what we are looking for. So this is fully responsive with this setup I show you. And of course you can always dial this. It doesn't look fantastic on mobile right now. Let me just find this one. You see the text top here. It's almost not to see or hard to see. This one should probably be around like 18 to make this look pretty on mobile. But yeah, now it works, and this is how you create sections like these ones. What we want to create also is maybe a little bit space as well. So like 5% at the bottom, we go in. Now it looks a little bit more pretty as well. And then of course we have the single ones. But what you can do, and what we do sometimes, is we want people, when they click on them, they can go to a different page with maybe social proof, or they get linked into Trustpilot or Google reviews maybe to read the rest. Is that on the, let's see here, on the exact main container, you can click on layout, additional options. Then you can go inside of a link, and then you copy paste the link, but remember to have it open in a new video so the client doesn't leave the site, all right? So this is how you create this stunning carousel with your specific comments and your social proof. You can add anything in here. It could be case studies, it could be anything. If you guys like the video, leave a comment. Also, you can join the Performance Hub if you want to join a free web development community and web marketing community. You can join for free. I have a bunch of content in there and a bunch of quality company owners as well. Let me know if you want to see anything in the future. See you guys.